Hi, Susannah.
Hi, Mary. How you doing?
I'm doing very well.
I'm slightly terrified because I'm here having my makeup done by Mary. I just wanted to say, first of all, thank you to everybody for all the amazing comments that we've had back from our request for your comments. It's been amazing, hasn't it?
It's been really fun. It's been amazing. It's been so interesting to see what people want to hear.
Yeah.
And they want to hear about things that you are, my love, which is very beautiful, but with an issue of being no longer 21.
It's an issue.
So it is an issue. I mean, but meaning that you're slightly older, which you're not, and also the hooded eyes, which we got a big request for that. You know, tell us how we make up hooded eyes.
Yeah.
Which makes them no less beautiful. I mean, I want to confirm with all of you that, you know, everything that we see as a problem, I just see as like something which is your individual beauty. So hooded eyes, I can still make Susie's eyes look absolutely stunningly beautiful, which they are anyway.
Yeah, I know, I've got hooded eyes. I've never seen it as an issue, but I think they can be quite difficult to make up. I mean, I know I can't wear like flicks, like some people can and that sort of thing, so.
Yeah, well, we're going to make you look great.
Also, I think it's very, very common. There are loads of people with hooded eyes. So.
Yes, especially the older you get, of course, you know, the eyelids do fall a bit, don't they?
Yeah.
Except you had them when you were 6, didn't you? You've always had hooded eyes.
I probably had them when I was 1.
On that note, and looking at Suze with her sensitive skin, because again, a lot of comments about sensitive skin and what can I do about it, the redness, the flakiness, the dryness, all of that, is, you know, first of all, I just want to say how important your skincare regime is. So really, from a very early age, start a good skincare regime. And then Chanel have now brought out this product called La Solution 10 de Chanel. Sensitive skin cream. Okay, what this is it holds 10 ingredients only, and is really a soothing balm. It will, if you found you have a sort of an allergy to something and you don't know where it's coming from which cream, from maybe a food even, you have no idea, but you're aware of it and it's happening on your skin. The best thing is to stop whatever you're doing or regime and go to the really, really cleansing, pure products. And this is the one you would use to moisturize. It has 10 ingredients and that is it. And the other side, and then massage it in, and it feels amazing. It feels so smooth. I'm loving the way it's feeling. And actually I can tell that Susie's skin is actually very dry. You know, you live in the country, don't you, darling, and you go running and you do all these things, sun exposure. So you know, you really have to moisturize a lot, and you know, it really helps a great deal. So just go for it.
This is the famous Mary Pummel. Basically, we get a lot of comments, people saying, why do you massage their skin so hard? But it's just your thing, isn't it?
Well, I mean, is it hard? You tell me.
No, it's fine.
Exactly. Because of Susie's lifestyle, I'm going to put on a bit of the eye cream, which is from the Hydra Beauty, which is great, around the eyes. Now, what I'm going to use on top is the CC cream, which is another layer of moisture, really. It's a tinted moisturizer. So let's see if the coverage is enough without putting foundation on. You have quite a bit of red in your hair, don't you?
Yeah.
Naturally.
I've got 2 redhead children too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. So this happens with quite a few people who have red hair. Their body, their décolleté in their body can be slightly paler than their face. Now, what do? Do you match the foundation to the face? Or do you match it to the neck and the body? For me, you match it to the décolleté and the body rather than to the face. So I'm going to bring down the face and make it a little bit paler so it'll all blend in, look much prettier. This really gives the most amazing sheen and shine. It's really a modern texture. You know, you can see the glow that's developing with it. You can see where this is now so much prettier than this side, where it needs to be brought down a bit. Once you've blended it in, you will not see at all that it's a little bit paler than her skin, because I'm going to blend it well into the hairline, well into the forehead. See, it's just disappearing completely. There is that point between being young and becoming a little bit older. Susie's at actually that turning point. I wouldn't say she was an older model, nor can I say that she's a 21-year-old model. So how do you treat skin like that? How do you feel about your skin like that? Well, you just have to basically feel that, first of all, you just have to look after it. And secondly, I would say it's the same for everybody. No matter what age you are, you look after it in exactly the same way. You use products that actually suit your skin type and suit you. Just be careful how much foundation you use. Her skin looks wonderful. It still looks alive and energetic. It's been reduced in colour a bit, brought down in colour, but it's still vibrant.
I'm 40, by the way, if anyone needs to know. I'm 40.
Well, don't worry. Apparently, no one's older than 60, according to my goddaughter, who's 9. And even then, no one's older this day and age at 60. You're still young. You're as young as you feel. Now, I think that's enough foundation on her beautiful skin. Look how it's just reduced it all down. It's brought it now to the same colour here. It's all perfect. That is enough for her. That is enough for Suze. There is nothing you can do about being in the heat. Nothing. Okay, so when Suze gets a little hot on her mouth here, there's nothing we can do. We just have to keep patting it back. You cannot put on more powder and think it's going to cure the problem. It is not. It's going to look worse. So just pare back, wear less makeup. Doesn't mean you can't play with your eyes, and play with your mouth, etc., but just keep the foundation at bay. I'm going to take some concealer now and sweep it under the eyes, patting it in, bringing it down. Even if someone didn't need concealer, I'd still use it. It's like something that I just absolutely adore. Concealer and mascara are my 2 favourite products. And lipstick. I love the way it opens up the eye area. Just that tiny little bit of lightness under the eye. A hooded eye is when the eyelid falls onto the eyelashes virtually. I'm going to want to try and create a little bit of a socket here to make the eye look rounder and bigger. I'm going to start by just highlighting the bone here underneath with this palette, which is really good because it's kind of quite neutral. Isn't that great?
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. And I'm just going to put this across here under here. This could be like a really good red carpet palette because it's so neutral. You know, the whole idea is they look that gorgeous every single day they wake up. So often you just want the makeup to be very simple but just totally enhancing. This is a very good enhancing palette. Moving on, I'm going to take now the softer. Well, I don't know, those 2 browns are very, very similar. But this one's just a tiny bit more gold. I'm just going to brush this across the lower lid. Right, now I'm going to take the colour that is slightly darker, this one here, and I'm going to try and create a socket in the eye. Now you can see where the socket is. So I'm going to create one. And I'm going to go back and forth, which gives you the impression of this bone being higher and the eyeball being bigger. So you can really see the difference between the 2 eyes and how I'm changing the shape. So let me work on the other one and we'll go further. It would be hard to do this look and to create this effect with a very shimmery powder. Obviously the shimmer would take over from the colour and then all you would see is like an enormous amount of shimmer in the socket of the eye. You want it to be matte so it just everything draws back. When a colour is matte, it draws back. When it's shimmer, it pushes forward. So a little goes a long way in this look. I haven't put any more powder on the brush at all. I'm still blending what I had so it becomes softer and softer and more like if it could be her real eye. And I'm just going to put a little bit of the matte brown underneath. Now I'm just going to blend this underneath a bit more because I want it to be very, very soft. So brown pencil, I'm taking it all the way along, just feathering it a little bit at the ends. I'm working within the limits of the eyeball. So now I'm going to do the same the other eye. Just in the lashes, in the roots, not on the inside of the eye on the waterline, but just in the roots of the lashes. Now let me see something. Now, with Susie's eyes, I'm just going to do something which might surprise you all, is I'm going to put the pencil on the inside of the eye on the upper lid, which is going to make the eye pop more, not all the way along, but just a little bit along. You can see how it's sort of given the effect of more of a deepness and a richness to the eye itself. I'm still taking the brown colour, and I'm using a smaller brush. This is meant to be a lip brush, but I love it for eyeshadow. You can all see that the hoodiness is just through there. So I'm going to be brave and just make this a little bit darker. Look down a bit more, perfect, just through here. So now I'm going to do the other eye. The hood is different on each eye, of course. Normally be working through here with the socket, bang, bang, bang. Because of the little hoodiness, I'm working way lower. This is the bit that falls into her lashes. Same color, nothing more on the brush yet. I'm just gonna feather a little bit of beige taupe gorgeousness through the inside corner here. Okay, now for the mascara. So I'm going to take the volume mascara. This is my favorite because it really does thicken, volumize, lengthen, all of those things all at the same time, and right into the roots. Even more important with this eye shape. Note I haven't put the mascara wand inside the mascara to recover it. I'm still using what is on the brush. Now I'm doing the bottom lashes. For the moment, I'm going to leave Susie's eyes the way they are. We might come back to them, but I think they're looking pretty good. And this is not about a look. This is simply how to make hooded eyes look more rounded. So for the moment, we've achieved that. I'm now going to brush through her brows and see if she needs anything through her brows, which actually, for the moment, I'm going to leave too. I'm loving the soft brow. I think it's great. And because Susie has quite defined brow bones anyway, to bring the brow, make the brow heavier, might make the eye look heavier too. So I'm going to leave them. Okay. Moving on to the skin. What I do want is bring life into her skin now. I'm just going to use the shimmer. I'm going to use the rounded side that fits into here so the brush shows. And I'm going to use that on top of Susie's, look up my darling, on sort of top of Susie's cheekbone there. It'll add that tiny bit of shimmer, and it's not exaggerated, it's not over the top, just that tiny weeny little bit. Then taking the other end, the round end, turn it over, and so no longer can I see the Chanel. I'm now going to take the rounded end and put it into the pink side. And then very gently just rub that directly onto Susie's, you can see her little baby apple there. So there, now I've done the two apples. Just going to blend it in very gently. And this side too. Pick up the brush again, same brush. Using the blush side, which is the Chanel side. Just going to go with that little bit. Then a little bit here, just to add a bit more. I'm going to use number 3 in the beige, okay? This is going to be the all-over booster. Bang, bang, into the hairline. You can see it actually happening. You can see the warmth coming into her face. I'm going to take this down under the neck. I'm going to take the natural lip liner and I'm going to make Susie's lips as big as I can. There's 2 lip lines. There's one here, but there's one up here. That's the one I'm going to go for. So now I'm going to take the lip line and I'm going to follow it down on the outside lip line. On the lower lip, again, I'm taking to as far out as I possibly can. And I'm going to fill it in a bit with the pencil. I think that her eyes are looking so beautiful, her skin is so beautiful. I think to put too much lipstick on, I would kind of ruin the softness of the look that we've created. So I just want the mouth to look kind of done, but not overdone. So between the age of 35 and, no, let's say 38 and 60, you really shouldn't wear red lipstick unless you're going out for a look, unless you're doing a party look or whatever, but every day, because it's quite aging and it's not, sometimes it's just not that great. But then after the age of 60, when you become eccentric, then you can wear anything you want again. But there is that gap in the middle where it's really not a good idea. It doesn't look that great. Suze is just at a time when I wouldn't wear red lipstick if I was her. And I don't think it would do anything for you at all. What do you think?
I've never worn red lipstick.
Okay, so she's never even worn red lipstick. So there's something in that already. But there is a point where, you know, it's quite hard to wear. I'm not saying you can't do it. If you want to, go for it. This is just my opinion. Okay, so I have 2 lipsticks here. One is a sort of soft nothing, called Beautiful. And one's another soft nothing with a bit more colour in it. Which do you prefer, the pink or the...
I'd naturally go with that one.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I knew you would. I'm going to go with the other one on purpose. So I'm going to go with one that was slightly darker. It has a bit more colour in it, and I think it's going to be great. And we'll see. Okay, now I'm going to try the other one on the other side and we can all see which we prefer. They're both beautiful on her, but in fact, I think this one has slightly more emotion, let's use that word, emotion to it. So I'm going to knock off this one, open my love. This one, the paler one was probably a little bit more expected, but in fact, I think that one, the darker one, had a little bit more oomph to it. So here we go. Rub your lips together a lot. Just want to soften the edges to make it look as real as possible. One more product, powder. Around here, a little bit on the forehead here. We could go on forever, and I know you're all getting bored by now, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop there. Well, it's been lovely getting to know your face. You look amazing. You're so beautiful.
Oh, bless you, Mary.
Yeah, you are.
We love Mary's pink hair, don't we?
Yeah, I love my pink hair too. If you kind of feel that you're becoming invisible, go pink. You know, it's great.